In this video, I want to focus on the mathematical topic of simultaneous equations. So I'll give a brief conceptual overview and then go through some problem solving. So let's dive into the video. So I'll focus on the topic of simultaneous equations, but before going into the mathematical problem solving, I'll just give a quick overview. So if I do a Google search, quick Google search, and write simultaneous equations mathematics, these three keywords in the Google search bar, I get an AI overview of Gemini, which is simultaneous equations, also known as systems of equations, are a set of two or more equations. So there are two or more equations that share common variables. There are common one or more variables with two or more equations solved together to find the values of those variables. So you have to find the values of those variables that satisfy all equations simultaneously. So this is a brief overview, and if I go to the problem solving now, so there are four categories here: easy, medium, hard, and very hard. So I'll focus on the first problem of the hard category. So there are two equations given with two variables x and y. You have to solve the value of these two variables x and y. So if I use my pen tool and write the equations, the first equation is twice x plus thrice y equals 2 by 3. So twice x plus thrice y equals 2 by 3. The second equation is thrice x minus 4y equals 18. So thrice x minus 4y equals 18. So these are the two equations given. So now, as you can see, there is twice x in the first equation and there is thrice x. So what can we do to make both of them same? If I multiply this first equation by 3 and the second equation by 2, I get 6x in both those equations. So then I can compare. So if I multiply the first given equation with what? With 3, I get what? Twice x multiplied by 3 is 6x plus thrice y multiplied by 3 is 9y equals 2 by 3 multiplied by 3 is what? 6 by 3. So it can also be what? 2 equals 2. So 6x plus 9y is 2. So I can give it the first equation. And if I multiply the second given equation by 2, I multiply this equation by 2, I get what? Thrice x multiplied by 2 is 6x minus 4y multiplied by 2 is 8y equals 18 multiplied by 2 is 36. So I can take this and give this equation as number 2, equation 2. So if I subtract equation 2 from equation 1, or 1 minus 2, I get what? 6x minus 6x is what? Cut off. 9y minus 8y is what? 9y plus 8y. So I get what? I get 2 minus 36. 2 minus 36, which is minus 34. So 9y plus 8y is what? 17y equals minus 34. 17 2 is 34. So y equals what? Y equals minus 2. So this is the first solution of the variable y. So I've got the value of the variable y. So now I can use the value of y, which is minus 2, in the first equation, in the first given equation, which is twice x plus thrice y. So if I use the value of y here, so I get what? Twice x plus 3 into minus 2. 3 into the value of y is minus 2 that we have just solved, equals 2 by 3. So I can write what? Twice x minus 6 equals 2 by 3. So twice x equals what? If I take 6 here, I get what? 6 plus 2 by 3. So if I take 3 common to simplify the fraction, I get what? 3 multiplied by 6 is 18. 18 plus 2, which is what? 20 by 3. So the value of twice x is 20 by 3. So what is the value of x? The value of x is 10 by 3. So I get the value of x and the value of y. So I have solved these two values of these two variables. So this is how you solve simultaneous equations. So I'll focus on the problem number 2. So there are two equations given, x square plus y square equals 36, x equals twice y plus 6. So you have to solve the value of the variables x and y. So x and y are variables. So if I write the equations, if I use the pen tool, x square plus y square equals 36. This is the first equation given, and x equals twice y plus 6. X equals twice y plus 6. These are the two equations that are given. Now we can use the substitute method to solve this problem. So what is the substitute method? Because x is given as twice y plus 6, so we can use the value of x here in the first. If I use x equals twice y plus 6 in this equation, what do I get? If I replace x with twice y plus 6, I get what? Twice y plus 6, which is x square plus y square equals 36. So now we can apply a plus b whole square formula to break this down. So twice y plus 6 whole square will be what? Twice y whole square is 4y square plus 2 into twice y into 6 plus 6 square plus y square equals 36. Now 6 square equals 36, so we can of course cut these two. So what do I get? 4y square plus 2 into 2 into 6, which is 4 into 6, 24y. 24y plus y square equals 0. So y square plus 4y square is 5y square. 5y square plus 24y equals 0. So we can also write, if I take y common, I get what? 5y plus 24 equals 0. Either this one is 0 or this 5y plus 24 is 0, or 5y plus 24 equals 0. So if 5y plus 24 equals 0, y equals what? Minus 24 by 5. If I take minus 24 here and then divide by 5, I get minus 24 by 5. So either y is 0 or y is minus 24 by 5. So if I apply y as 0, if the value of y is 0, I get what? From this equation, x equals, because y is 0, I get x equals 6. xy, one possible solution of the variables x and y is what? 6 and 0. This is one possible solution. Now if y is not 0 and is minus 24 by 5, which we solved, what do I get from here? I get x equals 2 multiplied by minus 24 by 5 plus 6, which is minus 48 by 5 plus 6. So if I take 5 common, I get what? If I take 5 common, so I get minus 48 plus 6 multiplied by 5 is 30. So I get minus 18 by 5. So another possible solution of xy is, x is what? X is minus 18 by 5 and y is minus 24 by 5. So these are the two possible solutions of variables x and y from these two equations, x square plus y square equals 36 and x equals twice y plus 6, using the substitution method. Now I'll focus on a worded problem. So let's read problem 7. The other problems are very similar to what we did so far. So if I focus on problem 7, and let's read the problem. It says, a cinema sells adult tickets and child tickets. So the total cost of 3 adult tickets and 1 child ticket is 30 pounds. The total cost of 1 adult ticket and 3 child ticket is 22 pounds. So you have to work out the cost of an adult ticket and the cost of a child ticket. So you have to transform this worded problem into two simultaneous equations. The information is given. So what we can do here is, let's assume the adult ticket represents a variable x and the child ticket represents a variable y. So what we can do is use this information to construct two simultaneous equations with two unknown variables, and we have to find the value of those variables, i.e. adult tickets and child tickets. So if I use the first information, the total cost of 3 adult tickets and 1 child ticket is 30 pounds. So if adult ticket is x, the total cost of 3 adult tickets, or x, plus 1 child ticket, let's say child ticket represents y, equals what? Equals 30. Let's say it represents 30 pounds or 30. This is one equation. Another equation is the total cost of 1 adult ticket and 3 child ticket is 22 pounds. 1 adult ticket, or 1 into x, plus ticket, adult ticket and 3 child tickets is 22 pounds. 3 child tickets equals what? 22 pounds. So this is 22. So we have the two equations given here with the two variables. The equations given, the variables are given x and y. So we can easily follow the previous method to solve the values of x and y using these two simultaneous equations. By now you should have a good idea about how you can solve problems regarding simultaneous equations. So in the next video I'll focus on some more interesting problems regarding this concept, so stay tuned for that.